Now then YouTube, to perform this job what we're going to need is the BMW Steering Rack Repair Kit. It can be had on eBay for about 25 quid. In the kit comes a little rubber bung. We get the top cap, which screws into the top of the rack. We get this spring that applies pressure on the thrust piece, and the thrust piece itself. So in the OEM ones, this wears out, and basically there's no pressure on the top of the rack, and you get knocking within the rack. We're also going to need an adjustable angle grinder key to adjust to the diameter or width of the holes on the top cap. And we're going to need some BMW steering rack grease. Could probably get away with using normal grease, but for 9 quid, might as well. Got the car jacked up, protected by a ramp, 2 jacks on its jacking point. What we're going to need for this is a little 8mm socket and a ratchet. Undo all these, all the bolts that are lining the perimeter of the engine under tray, and we're trying to gain access to the steering rack, which is up inside here. You can just take half of it off, but to be honest I take all of it off and just avoid bending or cracking it. It's kind of this weird felty material. I'm not really sure how it bends. It probably bends okay, to be honest. But yeah, you can kind of see in there, that little circular thing is what we're going to be looking for. Alright, we've got the under tray off now. We've got access to the piece we're looking for, which is a circular piece on top of the steering rack. You can get in there, hopefully get a better view. So that's what we're going to be taking off. Had to have a little bit of a rethink. The angle grinder spanner was no good. It's simply bent. I purchased this off eBay, especially for this job. A little 3-prong adapter to a 24mm bolt. Got a spanner ready for it. It's a ring spanner, 24mm. Should be good to go. Managed to get the top cap off, pretty easy once you have the right tool. And I've managed to pull the thrust piece out itself using a pair of pliers. Not too difficult, need to get it lined up properly. So time to put it back in again. Old versus new, this is the old one. Doesn't actually look that worn to me, but there you go. And then this is a new one that we're going to be putting in. Using the BMW FB1 grease, absolutely packed that full of grease when we put it in. It's definitely going to be enough. And then grease the outside of it as well, just so it slips in nicely. Cool. Just been having a little bit of a mess about with the old top cap and plug and finding the best way to put this plug in, because if you use your finger, it'll just splay the plug and let us move left or right and it won't actually go in. So what you want to do is take a 4mm Allen key and just insert it in. Give that a little bit of a wiggle and a push, and that'll seat it right in. Take your Allen key out, give it a final little push, and it'll push into place. Just finished torquing the top cap down. I've torqued it to roughly where it was before, around about 1mm showing. I've got in the car and just made sure it feels okay. It's no longer knocking, it doesn't feel too heavy, so yeah, job's a good one. Plugs in. All there's left to do now is to put the under tray back on again, which isn't particularly difficult. Nice one. And the desired effect when you're done, wobble the wheel, and there should be no knocking noise, and the wheels should feel connected to the steering wheel, which I think is a pretty good thing.